Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Sunday preview, The Lords of Commorragh, which I guarantee doesn't have Vect in it. But regardless, we're going to take a look at the Sunday preview. Now, I'm not showing myself in this recording because, well, I just got out of bed and yeah, I haven't had a chance to do my makeup, clean my hair or anything. I'm just too excited about this. So let's jump right into this with the Sunday preview. So, whether you're battling in the Warhammer Underworlds, scoring touchdowns in Blood Bowl, fighting for your life in the arenas of Commorragh, or weathering the forces of Middle-earth, it is a good week to be a Warhammer fan. Middle-earth is actually doing pretty good right now, which is kind of cool. So let's take a listen. There we go.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Warhammer. My name is Max and I'm going to be guiding you through the next 7 days of your Ornid Codex Dracari.
Okay, so he's just going to talk about what we're about to see. So right off the bat, we see the box set Piety and Pain, which I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's a really good box set. It's a little bit lackluster for its price of $160, which is going to be its American price. $140 to $160 is what I am assuming. Might be $170, but I heavily doubt it. So in this box set, we have some Scourges, a Venom, Lilith Hexbrex, a thing of Witches, I believe those are. I could be wrong. I don't remember my Drukhari too well. And then we have a Retributor Squad, an Immolator, which is actually pretty decent. I've been taking these to games now, and I kind of like them. And a named, oh my god, what is her name? I honestly forget what she is. She's like she's essentially a lieutenant. I just cannot remember the name right now. But overall, this box set is actually pretty decent. You could always use more Retributors for your army to get some more heavy weapons. The Palatine, which I think is what she's called, is a lieutenant for the Sisters of Battle. I'm really hoping that she is not a named character like we saw in one of the other previews. And she is available for every single order. Otherwise, this is going to be ridiculous. And then we have the Immolator, which, honestly, I've been taking a few Immolators to games, and I'm really, really, really liking double multi-melta heavy bolter combinations because the 4 shots of multi-meltas is really, really good, especially when you take 3 of these. On the flip side, you have the Witch Cult, as well as some Scourges. And to be honest, I think this box set is actually pretty good for... Like, if you're splitting it, you're getting, what, 55 plus, I believe, 60, so 105 plus 35 for, wow, 140, just about. And then on the other side, you have 35, 30, 35, so that's 70, 100 plus 35 for the transport, 40 for the transport, so 140. So price-wise, they're pretty much exactly the same. Now, I am guessing on numbers and going based off of what I remember, so please forgive me if I get the prices wrong, but I do believe they're a little bit equivalent. It's just Sister Tanks are more expensive than the Venoms. And then we have the Codex with possibly the worst art I've ever seen on a Codex. This doesn't scream Drukhari. This actually screams like somebody who doesn't know proportions very well. I don't know, I don't like this artwork on the front. It doesn't feel very Drukhari, in my opinion. I always view the Eldari moving more as gymnasts, and she just kind of looks like she's falling. Yeah. I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe it'll be like a Codex that you have to see in person to see the artwork, and a picture doesn't do the trick for it. But everybody looks really stagnant, except for maybe this one person off to the side. That's just me. This book lets you use the collection of Cabal, Witch Cult, and Homunculus Covens in a real space, raids across the tabletop everywhere. It has everything you'd expect from a Codex, datasheet entries, Drukhari range, extensive backgrounds, gorgeous art, army-wide abilities, miniature showcase, and of course, Crusade rules for your Xenos Raiders. Which is okay. I still haven't played Crusade. I still intend to. I've played like 1 or 2 games of it. That's about it. But I don't count that as me playing it, if that makes sense. Their combat patrol is absolutely nuts. It is ridiculously good. You get 2 raiders, just flat out 2 raiders, 2 troop choices. I believe these guys might be elite, and a leader. Oh my god, I think that's an Archon, which looks terrible, by the way. I hate this Archon where he's got his arms crossed and looks really stagnant. But overall, you could just take one of the Trueborn and make an Archon out of them. Probably get a better design too. Or you could take a Drazar and make a really good Archon out of him. But overall, I'm really liking these transports. I want to know where these trees are from. But I really like this kit because all you need to do is buy a Raider upgrade kit. And you could have 2 different Raiders. They're coming out with their combat cards as well as some really nice dice. I actually kind of like their dice. As long as it's not those terrible dice that were released with the the Daughters of Cain, which looked absolutely atrocious. And then we're getting Act 1, the Book of Rust, Warzone Karadan. We saw a bit about this earlier. Campaign book tells the story of the Death Guard invasion of the Karadan sector, home of the vital Forge world Metallica. Ooh. Led by Typhus himself, it follows the followers of Nurgle swarm across the sector with the Imperial defenders standing against them, and the practical Drukhari taking advantage of the anarchy and plundering and pillaging. Oh, plunder and pillage. I can speak, I swear. That's actually really cool to include them. I'm hoping to get this book as well. And then we have the Crusade book for the mission pack of Plague Purge, which I don't want to try to say 3 times fast because that would be tough. I kind of wish I would move away from Death Guard and move into, like, you know, one of the more unloved Chaos factions, like World Eaters. That'd be nice. And then we have the Dire Chasm set that was announced, and we've already seen these guys before, but look at how cute they are. I honestly think that these guys are adorable. Like, these don't look like a threat, they just look flat out adorable. Like, everything in here looks cute as hell. Like, I really like them. If I actually do a Tau army in the future, I'm going to be buying Seraphon and giving them pulse rifles and counting them as my fire warriors. And maybe my crew, just to have alien races in my army. So I think that's cute. And then we have more Blood Bowl stuff, which is always interesting. Blood Bowl is a really fun game. And we'll probably be starting up another Blood Bowl League in my Discord very soon. So if you want to be part of that, you know, check it out. Join my Discord. And we get the Halflings, the Halfling cards. It's kind of interesting. I know there's a big following for Blood Bowl because it's a lot of fun. I'll have to check this more out when I actually see it in person. I do love that they have a food dice. That's amazing. Lord of the Rings, we got the Tree Person. I'm not too big into Lord of the Rings. I don't know its lore too well. I barely watched the movies, so I can't really comment on these. I can say, however, these guys look really cool. Really nice D6. Like, really nice. Like, I might get these D6 just to have them. And then from Black Library, we have Ravner Returns, which, if you haven't figured out, Ravner talks about the Yellow King, and we finally find out who it is, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it's super amazing. I spoiled it in my last video. But it's super cool to see them back. And then we have the Silent Hunters. Ooh, it's a Drukhari book. Oh, that's a chaplain in Commorragh. Ooh. And we have 6 stories and some of the favorite authors. Tale explores history and motivations of the Primarchs during the Great Crusade, Horus Heresy. Ever wondered what life was like and where Horus grew up? Just the ruthless Dorn could be. These questions and more are answered in this volume. Ooh. Ooh. I might have to pick this up. Also, I know how ruthless Dorn can be. He beat the ever-living piss out of... Well, he killed Alfarius and has beating the hell out of Fulgrim. Like, Dorn is actually amazing. Like, I really like Dorn. The Silent Hunters is a tale of the vicious Kukardon Space Marines. It follows Chaplain... I'm going to read that as Chaplain Menu. And it's really funny that he's a menu in Commorragh. Who's closing an artifact this chapter, hunting for thousands of years. To claim it, he has to do is venture into the realm that belongs to the terrifying... beings more terrifying than the Kukardons themselves, the Dukari city of Commorragh. Ooh. It is a safe bet that there is a fair bit of bloodshed awaiting you. Honestly, a Kukardon chaplain sounds kind of awesome, and getting more Kukardon lore that isn't silly would be really nice. Because as it stands right now, their lore is very, very, very silly, but they're a really cool Space Marine chapter based on island nations such as the Zulu warriors and things. Not Zulu. Mohai, I think they're called. Or Maui warriors. Yeah, I think it's Maui. Which is still really cool. And then we got Fabulous Bile, and I can't stand him where he looks like handsome Squidward. So yeah, for a Sunday preview, this was pretty good. Obviously, the Dukari take the spotlight. The Piety Pain Box is amazing. Like, it's really good if you're starting Sisters of Battle. Get you an HQ, get you a heavy choice, and get you a transport. Honestly, if you can split like 2 of these with friends, it's a really good start for... It's a better start for Dukari than it is for Sisters of Battle. But if you're a Sister of Battle player, you could very easily take the second one of her and convert it into a Canoness just by switching arms with the Retributor Sergeant or the Sister Superior. For this one, it's just a good box set. You end up with 2 Liliths, which isn't a big deal. You can keep one as Lilith, switch out the head, and make the other an Archon. Their Combat Patrol box is honestly amazing. It's one of the best ones that I've seen. I don't like the Archon in it, but that's just because I don't like that Archon. But aside from that, this box set is ridiculously good. So I want to know your thoughts on this box set itself and on everything that we previewed today. What do you think is the best thing out of here? Obviously, it's Dukari Combat Patrol, let's be real. And what are your thoughts on the artwork for this book? I'm not a big fan. I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section down below. Also, while you're there, be sure to check out all the links in the description down below. You can follow me on all sorts of social media, including Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can be super awesome and check out my Patreon. There's exclusive videos there. As always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.